Now at 10, this is Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
We are learning more about a deadly shooting in Waterbury that we brought you last night as breaking news. Thanks for joining us for the Fox 61 News at 10. I'm Brent Hartman.
And I'm Sarah Sanchez. One person died at the scene, although police haven't released their name yet.
Fox 61's Solene Arif met a neighbor who tells us what happened last night.
On Tuesday afternoon, the crime scene is still taped up, so our camera can't get any closer. But what you're looking at behind me here is a small shop with apartments above it. Now, one neighbor who lives just a few houses down this way says he heard one big bang Monday night, not realizing that sound was the sound of someone dying. Traffic and cars is what you typically hear on Charles Street, the same place a man was shot and killed close to 8 p.m. Monday night.
A lot of kids walking around, a lot of families around here.
Percy Dozier says he was inside his home in a completely different world playing games when police say a man died outside just yards away.
I didn't hear anything screech or, know anybody yell. And after that, it was just police everywhere, crime tape, detectives walking up and down.
This is what the scene looked like Monday night as detectives worked to piece together what led up to the violence. A police cruiser was parked outside the crime scene the entire time our camera was there Tuesday morning and into the afternoon. Cars kept driving by and life kept moving. But for some neighbors, it feels like the opposite.
Definitely got to watch for yourself. Being out here is actually kind of scary because you never know. You never know if those people come back or police come around and ask questions or, it's just feels like there's a lot of animosity over here now.
It's been a violent year in Waterbury with multiple shootings and now another deadly one. Dozier says he doesn't know what the answer for peace is, but he knows it starts here in the neighborhoods.
It's the people. We have to come together as a community. We do. It's easy to say that, but it's brother on brother crime over here, get me?
Waterbury police are asking anyone with information to contact them. You can also leave an anonymous tip by calling Crime Stoppers at this number on your screen. Reporting in Waterbury, Solene Arif, Fox 61.
Hartford Mayor Arunan Aralampalam is thanking Board of Education Chair Jennifer Hockenhall after her resignation. We don't know why Hockenhall resigned. In a statement, the mayor praised Hockenhall's leadership, especially during the superintendent search and the recent budget negotiations. He called her a dedicated advocate for Hartford students and families and said his office will work closely with the board to ensure a smooth transition. Hockenhall also served on the city's Blue Ribbon Commission on Education.
Member of the East Haddam Board of Education has resigned after backlash over a Facebook post about Charlie Kirk's death. Jackie Endorf announced her resignation during a special meeting on Friday. She said she had broken trust with her fellow board members. The post referenced Kirk as a, quote, dead Nazi, and it drew widespread criticism online. Her name has since been removed from the district's website.
Well, 6 top Connecticut lawmakers are raising red flags over Yukon Health's proposed $500 million bid to buy Waterbury Hospital and 2 other struggling facilities. The lawmakers support the plan in principle, but want the state, not Yukon, to take on the debt. The hospitals are currently owned by Prospect Medical Holdings, which filed for bankruptcy earlier this year. Leaders say the deal could protect health care access, but only if it's financially sustainable.
A North Haven man's facing serious charges after police say he violently abused a dog. Giovanni Whitmore was arrested today. He's since been charged with animal cruelty and threatening. Investigators say he punched the dog and forced her to stand on her hind legs for hours. The dog has since been removed from the home. Whitmore is being held on a $150,000 bond.
If you live in Enfield, you should expect traffic delays tomorrow between 11 a.m. and noon on South Road and King Street. A funeral procession will honor Jamie Nickerson, a longtime employee of the town's Department of Public Works, who died last week in a tragic accident. The Department of Public Works offices and transfer station will be closed during the procession, and trash collection schedules may be adjusted. Officials ask for patience as the community comes together to pay their respects.
A big decision for Weathersfield voters after they approved $239 million for new schools construction and renovation projects. Supporters say it's long overdue, while critics worry about rising taxes. Fox 61's Kay Pattyfoot will have more on the vote and what both sides are saying. That's coming up at 10:30.
Well, now to the dangers on the roads after multiple destructive crashes on I-95 in the past week.
Fox 61's Tim Latow has this urgent warning from state officials on why all drivers need to be more cautious.
This stretch of I-95 in Westbrook has seen several violent crashes in the past week. 2 of them involved trucks, and crews spent hours cleaning up debris. The head of the Department of Motor Vehicles says depending on what the ongoing investigations reveal, state leaders may be forced to take action.
We always look at the configurations of our roadways and our highways. How do we make sure that whatever we build today, it fits the mold of today's traffic scenarios out there?
The crashes on I-95 are still being investigated. Just over a week ago, a tractor trailer crashed and plywood flew across every lane of traffic. 2 people were killed in the crash. Then on Monday, a container rolled off a semi and crews had to close most lanes. Department of Motor Vehicles Commissioner Tony Guerrera says his staff is constantly monitoring freight traffic to ensure trucks follow requirements.
To make sure that tractor trailers or dump trucks are adhering to the law, whether it's weight, whether it's, the vehicle inspection in regards to brakes, steering components, whatever it may be.
According to Guerrera, his staff has taken more than 5,000 trucks off Connecticut roads this year for maintenance failures. Wayne Goldsmith owns a heating company and says his truck drivers are concerned about everything from other truckers to out-of-state drivers.
And we're really concerned about the traffic ourselves too, because there's so many out-of-state drivers that are flying down this highway really going fast, and some of the truck drivers too are just careless. They're just not watching what's going on.
Honestly, this summer I've definitely seen more crashes.
Leanne Moy often drives on I-95 for her commute and feels that people need to slow down to help make the highway safer for everyone.
Take a deep breath. Don't rush, because wherever you're going, obviously being late is better than being hurt or dead.
Guerrera says all drivers need to eliminate distractions and that more respect needs to be given to truck drivers.
Make sure you're behind those tractor trailers in regards to a safe distance. Give them room to pass. Don't be behind, the trucks where they have a blind spot.
This time of year, the sun is changing angles and can significantly obstruct vision. So Guerrera says drivers need to be mindful of that hazard. In Westbrook, Tim Latow, Fox 61.